Here now with a woman who knows something about debates, Megyn Kelly, anchor of the Kelly File on Fox News. Welcome to GMA.
Thank you.
So you just saw Martha right there. Any advice for her?
Stand tall, stay tough, and have your facts at the ready.
Always have your facts.
She doesn't need advice from me, however.
You know, of course, you famously tangled with Donald Trump back in August, and he had some tough things to say about you after some tough questions, called you a lightweight, unprofessional, tried to get you taken off the second debate, and I was just wondering what that was like for you. Reporters aren't used to being the story.
That was highly pleasant. Yeah, I enjoyed that. No, it was bizarre because I became the story. He was so very focused on me that I became the story, and you know, you never want to be the story when you're a news person. You want to be covering the story. So it was truly like an Alice through the looking glass experience.
Any regrets at all? Think you could have done anything differently?
No. I still think it was a great question. I stand by every question I asked him, and he was not the only one who had tough questions. He was the only one, however, who complained.
It comes with the territory right there, but I was surprised to see Hillary Clinton speaking out, talking about you yesterday in People magazine. She says the internet has become a refuge for vile commentary, a special amount of venomous commentary reserved for women. You think that's right?
Absolutely. Yes, I do. I mean, I think that's the problem with, you know, language like bimbo and so on, because it gins up other comments along those lines, which is diminishing, obviously, to not just the woman who's being attacked, but to women in general. So hopefully we can get to a point where we elevate the level of debate. We can.
Well, we're going to have that debate tomorrow night on ABC right here. And I wonder what you make of the race right now. Of course, you've talked to just about all the candidates on the Kelly File. What we see happening coming out of Iowa is Marco Rubio really moving up.
Yep. And now he's got a big target on his back. And all these other sort of establishment lane candidates deny that they're coordinating, but clearly they are after him because somehow he emerged from Iowa as the guy at the top of their lane. And this is it. I mean, New Hampshire is their last-ditch effort, realistically. They're under pressure from their donors, Jeb Bush and others, to get ahead of this guy.
Jeb Bush made a call to Chris Christie.
Well, they deny that they're coordinating, but, you know, the facts seem pretty obvious. They're gunning for Rubio, and how.
Because really only one of those four is likely to make it out of New Hampshire.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, obviously, it's Trump, Cruz, and somebody else who's going to be gunning for those two. And the question out of Iowa was, who would it be? You know, Jeb's poll numbers weren't very good. He wasn't expected to do very well in Iowa, but neither was Rubio. And suddenly he comes with this third-place finish that's almost a second-place finish, and he's got the momentum, and these other guys perceive accurately that he's a threat. So now he's the boy in the bubble. You know, whatever Christie said about him, he's the one they're gunning for.
They are going to be gunning for him. You guys have another debate, I think it's on March 3rd, coming out of Super Tuesday. How many candidates do you think are left by then?
That's a good question. The bigger question in my mind is whether Donald Trump will be at that one. I think he will be. He hasn't committed yet, but I think he'll show up at that one, which is great because Brett, Chris, and I will be moderating it. Brett Baer, Chris Wallace, myself, and we'll just move our Trump questions from the last debate over to this debate, and we'll probably get a chance to ask them.
Can you share one?
Oh, God, no. You have to tune in March 3rd.
Meanwhile, we did see last night pretty feisty debate between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. Looks like he's going to take New Hampshire. Still has a pretty big lead right there. That could be a long slog.
That's right. I mean, what do you think? You used to be in politics. Is New Hampshire, how important is New Hampshire, do you think, on the Democratic and Republican side? Because, you know, the people who know what they're talking about say it's less important on the Dem side.
Well, this time because Bernie Sanders is from Vermont.
Because he's going to get it.
That's the big thing. I think a lot of people are expecting him to win. If he were upset there, I think that would be probably game over.
It seems to me like some sort of mirage because, you know, if you look at Clinton's long haul, she's the favorite in every state after New Hampshire. And so it almost feels like a bit of media magic that people are building this up into something because with all due respect to Bernie Sanders, he has very little chance in those remaining states if you look at the polling. So it's fun to watch and it's fun to speculate about. Now, on the GOP side, it's a real race. And I think there's genuine mystery about who's going to get that nomination right now.
No one knows right now. Thanks a lot for coming on, Megyn Kelly.
Thanks for having me.